that intro.
Hi guys, welcome back to 64th part of the Arduino tutorials. In my previous video, we have explored the RC522 RFID module with the basic working principle, interfacing with Arduino and making a simple project. In that video, we had used two LEDs to indicate authorized and non-authorized cards. So in this video, we'll extend the same project to RFID based door lock. So make sure you check out the previous one, get the basics and come back here. Starting with the components we required for this project: an Arduino board, RC522 RFID reader along with tag and card, a 12 volts, a solenoid lock, 5 volts relay module to control the lock. As a power supply for this solenoid, I'll be using 12 volts LiPo battery. You can also go with 3 lithium cells. 16x2 LCD module with I2C interface, a small buzzer module, and breadboard with some jumper wires. I purchased all these project components from flyrobo.in. They have very huge collection of components and the prices are also reasonable compared to other platforms. Along with Arduino components, there are also other categories. So the single platform will help you to get all the required materials for your projects. Make sure you explore their products. I'll leave the link in the description box. Moving on to the connections, the 3.3 volts and ground of the module goes to Arduino 3.3 volts and ground. SDA and SCK pins goes to Arduino digital pins 10 and 13. MOSI and MISO pins goes to Arduino digital pins 11 and 12. And the reset pin goes to digital pin 9. Next, I'll take the 5 volts and ground from the Arduino board common onto the breadboard since we need it for multiple components. So this line will be positive 5 volts and this will be ground. In the LCD module, the VCC and ground goes to common 5 volts and ground on the breadboard. SDA and SCL pin goes to Arduino analog pins A4 and A5. The VCC and ground of the buzzer module goes to common 5 volts and ground on the breadboard. The signal pin goes to digital pin 3. In the relay module, the VCC and ground again goes to common 5 volts and ground on the breadboard. In the input control pin goes to digital pin 2. For the solenoid lock, the negative terminal goes directly to the negative line of the 12 volt power supply. And the positive terminal of the solenoid goes to common terminal of the relay module, which is at the center. And last, the positive terminal of the 12 volts power supply goes to NO or normally open terminal of the relay module. That's all the connections. If you get any doubts, you can visit the reference link from the description box. To make the project look better and for clear demonstration, I'll make a small door model and assemble all these electronic components on the wooden board. So this is how I have made the door model. It is supported with the help of a hinge and frames on both the sides, and solenoid is pasted at the center here. By default it will be in the lock position. Electronically we have to unlock it like this, and you can open the door and push manually to close. Now I'll connect back all the electronic components. After assembling everything, this is how the model looks. Now I'll connect the Arduino board to the computer USB. Moving on to the coding part, here we'll be not doing the code from scratch. I'll use the same code as a base from the previous video, where we have two LEDs. If the UID of the card is matching, then I'm printing access granted and turning on the green LED. If it's not matching, access denied and red LED is activated. So till here, to get the UIDs and comparison remains exactly same. So once we compare the details, further logic will change based on our present requirement. I've already written the code, so I'll just go through how the flow works. In this code, all the logic related to RC522 will be same. So additionally, instead of LEDs, I've declared relay and buzzer, and also LCD module for displaying the status. We have some custom characters having bytes. So these are just to display the lock and unlock symbol on the LCD. In the setup function, along with RC522 init functions, we are also calling LCD init functions, making the pins of relay and buzzer module as output. In the loop, we are getting the UID bytes here and printing on the serial monitor. For the first time, you can open the serial monitor, note down the UID of your card, and update this part of the code. Then we are using if and comparing the bytes. If bytes are matching, here we have to do four things. First, display the access granted and unlock symbol on the LCD module, access granted information on the serial monitor, unlock the solenoid using relay, and activate the buzzer with single beep. So after 6 seconds, I'm again making the lock go into default position. And if the UID is not matching, again four things: print access denied and lock symbol on the LCD module, access denied on the serial monitor, and the solenoid will be in the lock position, and activating the buzzer with 2 beeps. So this is only the main part of the logic which is different from the previous one. That's it, the code. I'll upload this and show the results. After uploading the code, I'll remove the USB connection from the computer. And to power up the Arduino board, I'll use these lithium ion cells along with the round pin connector. Once we power on, it shows place your card along with the lock symbol. By default, the door will be in the lock state. First, I'll try with the wrong RFID tag. So we get two beep sound and access denied message on the LCD module. So if I try with the correct card, the solenoid is unlocked, shows access granted and unlock symbol on the LCD module. And to close the door, you can push it manually. So this is all about the RFID based door lock project. I hope it was interesting. If you have any doubts, let me know in the comment section below. And for code and circuit, visit the link provided in the description. Stay tuned and subscribe for more interesting projects. Thank you for watching.